I'm Kate, the Swiftie,
And I'm not so swift Sam. You're Sam that's not so swift.
in our fantastic new studio.
Yeah, you happy, Kate?
I'm thrilled. We leveled up big time, huh?
Heck yeah.
We got chairs.
We got chairs, we have mic stands, we have poster,
We have our eras above us.
we have our ficai.
Yeah, between two ficus.
Yeah, between two ficus.
The Swift Talk.
Yeah, brought to you by Jason.
Our little guys.
Yeah,
We got Jason in the corner,
heck yeah.
voice of God over there.
Mhm.
And we've got Taylor on break from tour.
Taylor done with Europe.
Yeah, so long London for real.
So long London for real.
Yeah, we're out. Yeah. So, funny story. As we are rapidly getting into football season,
Mm-hmm.
they were asking Patrick Mahomes about Taylor. And he's like, she's so great. She's even like come up with a couple plays for us.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that'll go over well with the NFL fan base.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have a hard time imagining her with X's and O's trying to show like an I or like split back formation, but I do feel like she would have thrived in naming the plays. You know what would be a great play for you? I call this one the
Karma.
Mm-hmm.
I think, we already have the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to her. Why can't Taylor be the playmaker?
Well,
A song we haven't heard yet, perhaps.
maybe I wonder if it will be like a sportsman or NFL or like an athletic themed next album.
I mean,
Is that going to be?
she is
Or
in
is she
her
going to bring
football
Jock
era.
Jams back, and it's going to be Taylor does Jock Jams?
I die. I'm in. Sign me up.
Her covering Adam Ant songs and yeah, do 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 do.
Whoop, there it is. I
Yeah,
think she really could
She would.
put a spin on that.
Yeah, I hope it's a better spin than September.
I liked that song.
I liked it too, and then she covered it.
No, I liked her cover of that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
I don't think we'll ever hear her play that. She did not play that at the Eras tour so far.
That's true. Well, it is your birthday month.
It's your birthday month, too.
Well, I mean, it's my birthday's in this month. It's your birthday month.
Yeah.
We'll see. She might make your wish come
They
true.
tell me everything is not about me,
Come on.
but it should be.
It should be. It is. I mean, looking around the room right now, it kind of is.
I did pick up Travis from my fantasy league.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you know what grade I got from Yahoo on my league?
No.
A+.
A+.
I know. I did an auto draft this year. I picked them all myself.
Really?
Yeah.
How many kickers did you get?
Just one.
Just one.
Just one this year because I did an auto draft.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And only one 49er.
Oh. Well, you can't play favorites.
Yeah. Well, the Christian McCaffrey got picked before I had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Wes. It's fine. Yeah.
Any, I mean, as much as it pains me, they're like, we get together once a week now because we live such busy lives.
You
And
got
we're
a
always trying to
girlfriend.
catch up with each other like before and after this.
Yeah.
Is there anything new this week in the land of Taylor after her?
I mean, she's hanging out. Like, I think she's decompressing from a fairly rough ending to the Eras tour. More is coming out about the attempted terrorist attack, which has to have really spooked her. Like that, I can't even imagine getting that phone call
Right.
where they're like, so you can't go on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just like, I don't know how to say this. It wasn't just like a small planned attack. It was thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people who would have been affected, who could have been hurt, who could have been killed. Like it was massive. And to have that and then have to go put your sparkles back on and go play in London, terrifying.
Right. Because part of it is, how do you recover? How do you be the professional and go back out on stage, let alone what happens the next week?
How do you get that fear out of your brain? Like, what if they miss something?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really safe for me and my fans to go out there? Is it selfish of me to keep going? Is it selfish of me to cancel these shows? How disappointed are people going to be? What's the blowback going to be?
That's going to be the hardest thing, especially. So I was listening to somebody recently who was talking about anytime that anyone is self-advocating or trying to being like, oh, my fan base maybe needs to hear why I'm doing this, maybe why I'm pulling back content, maybe why I'm promoting something. It's so easy to just get negative feedback all the time. that if Taylor released something, because did she ever release a?
She released something small, like she addressed it in her end of the tour post.
Mhm. I know that Swifties can be very protective of Taylor and controversial against other people, but I mean, outside of what was happening in like 2017 stuff, have we seen any like surmountable negative pushback from this tour, or like with that?
I mean, there's always going to be pushback. There's always people who think Taylor should be doing more or less or different.
More for
There
them.
was pushback. Yes, there was pushback during this terrorist incident attack because she hadn't addressed it and she hadn't addressed it. And they're like, well, she needs to say something. She needs to do something about this. Like,
Yeah.
all of these people were going to these concerts, and people forget that this isn't just Taylor's decision.
Right.
There is so many other intelligence agencies and people, the governments. Like, this isn't just a Taylor was sick or it was a weather thing. Like, this was a massive security issue that involved several countries' government and agencies and several different pieces of puzzles here that Taylor can't just be like, so this is what I'm going to do.
Well, it's a lot of things too, because if it's everyone, if there are more than one intelligence groups that were monitoring this situation before it happened, they're aware that something might be happening involving someone at some place. They don't know all the details yet. They find out about it. The first thing they're not going to do is tell Taylor. They're going to control the situation and then inform them afterwards, because where you are somebody who's in the spotlight, you have a whole crew behind you that helps you out. One person saying one wrong thing, it's,
It changes the investigation.
it changes everything. And it can be, I mean, imagine how many, 15 people were going to that concert, right? Like the thousands of people that were going to go see that concert now putting on a cat eye and trying to get some gooners, some actual vigilante shit of being like, well, I'm going to look around. I'm going to make sure that no one's here that doesn't look in place. Like, it'd be insanity.
Well, I'm not wildly versed on this, but I do know that she has very intense security measures in place that can pick out faces from a crowd of people who are known to be problematic, people who like to let themselves into her home, people who do not understand boundaries,
Right.
people who stalk her. They can find that, like, her security, if I had to guess, I would say is probably top of the line.
Sure.
In every way, shape, or form. Like, we saw in her new music video, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, there's like security guards underneath the stage when she's like running through it. Like, you can see her bodyguard there with her. Like, you can see like the level of security. And remember, her dad is the one who coordinates this. So he's going to spend whatever it takes and do whatever it takes to keep his daughter safe.
Right.
So I would assume that like a Taylor Swift security protocol is, the A-list of you can't get more secure than Taylor. And like, thank God, because they found this, they stopped it. Like, everybody is safe. But I just can't, like, it was such a triumphant moment. And then to be like one stop away with no major incidents. Like, we had a little, fans getting upset about the way the seating was on the floor. We had a little like hiccup here and there. But after the death in the South America leg, we were getting through Europe feeling very confident that this was going to be just rainbow and sparkles and glitter. And so to have this happen was just really unfortunate.
Right. And it is, in any of these cases, whether it's something that happens at the concert, something that could have happened at the concert, something that's related only because people were having a party that dealt with performing her music and things like that, her name is being tied to events that it's like there's been a mortality rate.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And that's one thing you don't want your career to just be, or it's another thing that's following Taylor in the spotlight, because it's not who is she dating, it's how many people have died this tour. It's crazy. But that's something that people could be like, you know what, maybe this is the thing that is Taylor Swift making it unsafe for your kids to go to concerts more at 11? Like, the fear mongering that could happen now.
Okay, let's not put that out there.
Okay, I take it back. You're right. This has been the Swift Talk. We thank you so much.
Let's, yeah. I mean, well, and there's other like major concerts coming up. So how is this going to impact what other bands do?
Right.
As we all know, Oasis was in the news this week.
Mm-hmm.
Someone over there tried to get tickets.
Yeah, have you talked with any of the Gallaghers yet? You figure it out?
I have not.
No.
No.
They'll get to you.
They haven't reached out.
Liam's the worst. Like, he never gets back to anybody.
Wait, so I'm confused. Is it both brothers on stage together, or is it just one brother touring as Oasis?
No, it's the original Oasis. The brothers
Yeah.
are the Oasis.
Noel and Liam.
Yeah.
Do we think they're going to get along long enough to go through all these dates?
Well, I think just like any other big bands that go out nowadays, they each have their own bus.
I think they fly private probably, but yeah.
But they're not going to be, you won't see them they're not going to be riding on one bus together.
Well,
You
no.
you will each have their own bus. They'll probably just show up on the stage, do their sound check, go on their separate ways, unless they, kiss and make up, But I think, they're getting to an age where it's time to kiss and make up and go out there and rock the world.
Right. They can't they built this wonder wall between the two of them that's really separating them, and maybe they might explode on stage like a champagne supernova, but all my people right here, right now, we just got to get Oasis back together, Unite the Gallaghers. Don't be shameless about it. Just unite the Gallaghers.
How long did you spend on that?
Spend? Everyone got that for free as soon as it came out of my mouth because it was popping into my mind after the fact.
Perfect. Well, I did send you guys, I think, an Instagram about the Swifties consoling the Oasis fans about trying to get tickets.
Oh yeah, I did see that on Insta.
These are all the self-healing techniques of what happens if you don't get your tickets.
We're like, it's okay. We've been there too. Do you need a hug? And then the K-pop fan pops in. What's wrong with them? I'm like, they're trying to buy tickets. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We feel for you. Our fan base is sending you guys love, hoping that you'll join us in the Ticketmaster conspiracy theory and to deregulate Ticketmaster's global influence.
Well, I hope they do.
Welcome.
Before we get into this week, I do have one security question for you. What do you think her call sign is? like the Eagles landed, everyone gets their call sign.
Cats in the lap.
Cats in the lap. Cats in the lap has their ball of yarn. Or go. Cats in the lap is in the basket.
Yeah.
Cats in the lap has a saucer of milk. Go, go, go. Okay.
Yeah.
Cats in the lap.
Maybe Chiefs and Arrowhead? No? It's football season. You had to make a little football comment.
Yeah. 13. Huh.
49ers play on Monday night. So I have a sweatshirt and it's like, and a go Taylor's boyfriend or something like that. I'll get a picture of it.
Okay. It's encouraging.
I mean, yeah, I need him to do well. He's on my fantasy team. He has to have 11 great weeks, 13 great. And
13 great weeks?
Yeah.
Oh.
But just one bad week when they play the Niners.
Right, just one bad.
Yeah. So this week, Sam, we're doing When Emma Falls in Love.
When Emma Falls in love. Okay,
Yes.
I'm vaguely remembering we talked about this.
This has a lot going for it.
It does?
I really think this is like right in your sweet spot.
Is this a bonus track?
It's a vault track. It's an early Taylor album.
Okay.
And it's from Speak Now. So it's the album sheet you typically just immediately from note 3 are like, nope, out.
So favorite if you're a fan, and seeing as I'm not.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see your, how shall I say this nicely?
Honesty?
Your enthusiasm.
Oh, my enthusiasm. Well, I'll smile for camera, but
I'm so
I'll be
excited
dead
for
inside.
other people. So we're going to hit pause. If you're listening, we're going to hit pause. You hit pause. If you're watching, it's just going to cut right into the new one.
Yeah.
And if you're on the socials, you can check out Sam's in the moment reactions on those clips. So regardless, we'll be right back. And we're listening to
Emma in Paris. Emma Falls in Love in
When
Paris.
Emma Falls in Love.
Emma Falls in Love.
Off Speak Now.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Well, Sam.
Well, as far as vault songs go, Kate, I think this is one I can tolerate. Maybe it's because my head is between a ficus right now, and I'm just letting the leaves.
I know, it's
go
kind of
through my hair.
weird. It's like being in the forest. Just like look up to the leaves.
I feel like that's what it is. I'm being around more nature right now, and I'm really just getting in tune with.
It has been brought to our attention that we forgot to tell you our big news of the week.
Sorry, when you say that we, you and I thought I was going to get told news.
No.
Okay. What's our big news for the week?
Where are we sitting?
Oh, we're sitting in chairs that are like slightly declined.
Why are we doing this?
Reclined, I should have said. Because we are more comfortable. We're going for more.
We're filming.
Oh, that's what it is. We're filming. I thought we were doing like more of like a Michelle Kwando thing, but I guess we're doing more of a video Kwando thing.
We have a fancy, brand sparkling new recording studio.
Yeah. Yes, we do. 3 years, 150 episodes.
Ish. I think we're close to 160. 100,000 streams.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are.
14 seasons later.
And now you can watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
The Swift Talk.
Yeah, the Swift Talk on YouTube.
She's hanging
Something
out.
I've been saying we should have done forever. YouTube, the way of the future, baby. I dig it. Now everyone can look at me and be like, oh, okay, that's what he looks like. That's why he does the voices. That makes sense.
It does make sense. And I have Midnights over my head, and you've got 1989, Taylor's version.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what we look like while we're yelling at each other, you can watch us now do it on YouTube.
It's going to be so great. Now they can see the clenched fists happening. It's going to be awesome.
All the Kate rolled eyes.
Yeah.
Give a little counter. Oh, there it goes again.
There it is. If you enjoy, if you're over the age of 21 and you enjoy a nice adult beverage, but you too can enjoy the Swift Talk drinking game. Rules coming soon. We'll be posting them on the socials.
Kind of like Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
Yeah. Remember, you have to down all the shots if you hear McCartney.
I figured it out because there's a Taylor song. Taylor taught me.
Yep. I remember. That's one small thing I remember, but I remember.
But anyway, so Emma falls in love.
She fell in love with a boy who had eyes like a man and hands like a coal miner. This is quite an interesting song. Emma met a boy with eyes like a man. Turns out her heart fits right in the palm of his hand. Now he'll be her shelter when it rains. Little does he know his whole world's about to change.
He's a lucky guy.
What a lucky guy.
Well, do you want to do your thoughts on the song or the biography of the song?
I'm trying to rack my mind. I'm sure like Kiwi, if Kiwi was listening, he'd be able to shout it out to me what song I'm thinking of, because I'm hearing an Oasis or an Oasis adjacent song that verse-wise, like every second and fourth line would be like a na 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 na. Like I'm hearing that with the piano and then the band kicking in behind it. Like I'm hearing this very British late 90s, early 2000s riff
and it's not Wonderwall.
It's definitely not Wonderwall. Because that's,
And it's not the Verve.
It's not Lucky Man by the Verve.
It's not Lucky Man.
Sounds like a lucky man.
Well, he is a lucky man that Emma fell in love with him.
Whatever song is in my mind so well that I can look at the lyrics to Lucky Man and be like, it's not this song. But this. What do I know? What do I know?
Who could say?
I'm just a guy who likes nature. Okay,
trees.
so this song, I feel like we should go off on just me reacting and then you fill me in, and it'll be my miseducation of Lauryn Hill moment and be like, oh, okay.
Superior album. All right.
When Emma falls in love, she paces the floor, closes the blinds, and locks the door. When Emma falls in love, she calls up her mom, jokes about the ways this could all go wrong.
It's the sweetest moment.
It's an interesting song because just going through these lyrics right now and looking at it, I feel like this is tying back to a couple of other Vault songs where she had such a strong kernel for a song, and then she's revisiting it, and now she's like, you know what? I have an idea of how to finish this. Because this is just going to be, maybe it's because I'm an old fart, and I'm looking at young Taylor the way I look at young Taylor. But I feel like just lyric quality and storytelling-wise, I feel like it's too far-sighted to say that she wrote this entirely when she was in her teens. Going into 20s.
Well, the timeline suggests that it was the majority of it was written.
was written when? I'm hoping all of it was written. She has all these pens. She has all these pens that she likes
All
to use.
sorts of pens, 3 to be exact. So this is about Emma Stone, hypothetically, theoretically.
I was going to flip and ask you about this because I was like, this is one of those Emma Stone things. Is this Emma Stone with Andrew Garfield?
Well, we think it's actually about Kieran.
Culkin?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they dated right before it.
Yeah.
And the timeline for when Taylor would have written the song, and this song kind of matches up a little bit more with Kieran.
Interesting.
Because we know that was her first love.
Interesting. So this is pre-Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which put him more on the map, and pre-Amazing Spider-Man, which put both of them more on the map, Garfield and Stone, respectively. Interesting.
Isn't it?
A Culkin. Everybody likes a Culkin.
Well, and, he's really come to prominence in the last couple of years with Succession, which was, I think, one of my favorite shows to ever grace TV.
Yeah.
But
Not even Will and Grace?
I like Will and Grace, but
Well, that's one of the great shows at Grace TV.
There's the eye roll.
If you're drinking at home, try just check.
Going. I think it's interesting to look back because I really don't think I knew that she dated him. And so when I was doing my research, I was like, oh, obviously it's about Andrew Garfield. And several of the blogs were like, we would think that, but. And it's about young love and that first love feeling and that, like, you call your mom and you're just like, well, it feels like it's really right. But, like, we're both just starting out and, like, this could go wrong or that could go wrong or.
Kate.
Sam.
No, I'm just trying to look over the cast list real quick. Emma Stone wasn't in Valentine's Day, was she? Remember when we watched Valentine's Day for another podcast? Emma Roberts is in it. Okay.
Emma Roberts,
I
yeah.
was gonna say is like, did they meet during that in 2010? How did Taylor Swift and Emma Stone meet each other?
The Hollywood life, babe. The Hollywood life. They're the same age, give or take a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
They were coming up at the same time. They were part of that, that group.
Okay, because the song is definitely giving or taking a year off my life. I'm gonna say taking. So
That's two.
she's the kind of book that you can't put down. Like if Cleopatra grew up in a small town.
When I was listening to it this morning, just like jogging my memory, I heard that line and I went, oh, there it is. That's the one. This is the line he's going to lose his mind over.
No, it's not making me lose my mind. I just feel like this is a like a Schitt's Creek Moira, or like
another fabulous TV show.
What's the actress from like White Lotus and it's such a
she was in
she's
30
the kind
Rock.
of book that you can't put down. Like if Cleopatra grew up in a small
you're talking
town.
about
Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom. Jennifer Coolidge.
It's just like, and all the bad boys would be good boys if only had a chance to love her and to tell her the truth. Sometimes, I wish I was her. Makes you want a hot dog real bad.
I wish I was Emma Stone. Hands down. Like, sure, sign me up.
It's not really the Taylor style of writing. It's kind of it's like Shel Silverstein-y. It's like there's a silliness quality that's usually not this playful when she's doing these type of songs.
Well, I think those songs don't make the cut.
The songs like this don't make the cut. Yeah, they're not.
It's a vault song, Sam. It's a vault song.
So she wrote this song about Emma in like the late 20s, early aughts.
No, yeah, I mean, like probably around 2009, 10.
Mm-hmm. And she's living that Hollywood lifestyle. She's already met Emma Stone. She's going into her second album. She's already
third album.
Oh, speak now is third.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forget that I'm supposed to be fearless after I make my decision.
Green, gold, purple.
You're not. I like purple, but it's not. That's
red,
not.
green, gold, purple, red, blue.
So, I wonder with a lot of these vault songs, like, were there demos? Are there demos that we're ever going to hear? Could it be like Bob Dylan, like they're all just in a cardboard box in someone's basement?
Possibly.
Because that's something I
probably in a vault in Andrea Swift's basement.
There's no way there's a real vault. I've seen the music video, right? That vault is fake as F, all right?
There could be a vault. I mean, like a little lockbox.
Old Al Gore lockbox. All right, so give me the background then. She knows Emma. She's talking about her and Culkin.
We think.
We think.
Hypothetically.
And it's not like I know, I'm not going to write about me and my boy.
I feel like this is one of those like funny moments in your friendship where you're like giggling over boys and you're just like, oh, you know what, this would be a cute song. And then for fun, she just wrote it and she was never going to let it see the light of day. And it was just kind of this like little thing they did between themselves. And they moved on and it kind of was just like this inside joke. And when she was working, and this is just my theory, I have no idea. I've never read this. Maybe it is true. I don't know. But she was just like, hey, Emma, guess what song I'm putting on Speak Now, Taylor's version? That'll give him something to talk about.
Okay. There is something I do really want to talk about with this song.
Okay.
Which is she creates such a standardized format for this song, a verse chorus. Then she starts to really abandon it,
Mm-hmm.
which is like end of the second verse, going into her bridge, going into the rest of the song. Because it's all, when Emma falls in love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get this, she's... Okay, she's so New York, when she's in LA, she won't lose herself in the way that I did. Because she'll call you out and she'll put you in her place. When Emma falls in love, I'm learning. Which is it's the bridge, right?
Yeah, but that's a big statement.
Okay.
Taylor is a self-proclaimed and historically a people pleaser. Like she kind of just does what she's told to do. And Emma's like a little more brass, a little more like, not for me. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't be doing that. And so Taylor's looking up to that. She's trying to emulate having a little bit more of the no thank you instead of the, oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
Does that?
Sure. Okay. But I'm saying just like composition wise.
Oh, I mean.
Like going to that because it's not like the end of it going into the last chorus isn't when Emma falls in love. It's like Emma is in love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that Emma met a boy with eyes like a man. Turns out her heart fits right in the palm of his hand. Now he'll be her shelter when it rains. Little does he know, his whole world's about to change because she's the type of buck. So it's that weird, like, just like the song typically in songs like this, it'd be like, that when Emma falls in love, if that's going to be your ones and your threes, you're always going to go back to that. But she starts to like abandon it going into the bridge and then pulls like the song changes except for the chorus entirely.
Well, and that was pretty common, I think, of country music back in that time because you tell the story. So she's starting to fall in love. Then she's really like leaning into falling in love. And then she's fallen in love.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be like, I feel like that's such a good point, but I have such disinterest in country that when the first things that come to my mind, it's not to be contrarian, but all I can think of is thank God for good directions and collard greens, because all I can think about is like this guy reminiscing about the girl he meets at the shop, and he's like, "You're gonna take that left by the stone in the wall and ask her for her sweet tea," and like that, and it's like the slightest change because it's him being like, I kind of hope she turns back around, and then it's you hearing she's doing the directions and does turn around. So with this type of song, it's like, that's why I'm thinking like this is more of a drastic type of change, like not super tonal change. It's not like like a song within a song within a song. It's just very much like the composition, the lyrics, that writing style. I think she
takes you through it. It's the falling in love to being in love, and it's like realizing that like your whole world's about to change, but like it's a good thing. Like it's like a very gradual, soft thing. And it's not this like watershed moment. It's the little parts of it. It's moving forward. And then one day you wake up and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm there.
Okay. I might just stick with my, in this nice, comfortable chair. I might stick over here on my not soapbox and be like, I think this is why she wrote half the song, or there was kernel written, and then she added on, like, that's why you see the change. I feel like she probably definitely wrote the When Emma Falls in Love, and she's the type of book you don't put down, kind of like Cleopatra in a nice small town. Like, that seems like
I think
bubbly.
It's a very charming line.
That seems like a bubbly, like, 20-something, it's me against the world and I can do it. I feel fearless. That's that type of writing. I see that. And then I feel like the end of it being like, she's like going into like, this is a silly song. I'm gonna be just as silly when I finish it. I want to keep that. There should be no jadedness. There should be no, because even where it's like, she'll tell you what's what. Like it's we laugh because we've known her for all these years and she just disappears when she's in love. Like there's no darkness in this.
No.
There's nothing looming. It's
There's no
hidden
angst.
message. Yeah. That's why it's that kind of like, this was a touchstone type of style and feeling that she had.
Yeah.
And now she's like, you know what? I kind of missed that. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to do that.
It's possible. It's very possible. It's why I think a lot of fans, myself included, would love to have a documentary of the re-record process and get a little more
insight. That though, you're gonna get that.
I don't know. I don't know. My gut says maybe.
Of all the things that you Taylor fans want and desire, this seems like the most reasonable. Is the fact that she's going to make a product that is this is one of those things, like every now and then we just picked up a camera and we're recording whenever we felt like recording, and like you're going to see a little backstage magic and stuff. Like that's going to be the thing.
I think that we're going to see a backstage documentary of the Eras tour, and maybe there'll be a little bit because the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video is not a music video. It's a trailer.
You're definitely,
it's trademarked. Yeah. She doesn't trademark her music videos. There's just so many like signs there where we're like, oh, like that would make sense that this would be her Eras tour documentary.
Right. And she's going to call it like...
Didn't Michael Jackson do a tour documentary?
He was about to, and he passed away. But I think she's going to end up doing like an Eras tour 3 a.m. edition movie with the backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the added information from what else has happened.
And we'll be going
to the movie theaters to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be less than 3 hours long.
Sure.
I barely can sit in the seat for 45 minutes.
It's going to be great, guys. We'll have a great time. I'll buy you popcorn.
I feel like we need more than popcorn.
He doesn't drink.
All right.
I mean, I'll probably have a tequila while we're in there.
You'll probably have a tequila?
I did the last time. I had a great time.
Well, like every tequila sunrise, there must be a tequila sunset. Each and every week,
Oh.
I know. It's that time. But
wait, hold on though, because I follow a blogger, Kelly in the City in Chicago, and like I've been following her for years. She now has 2 children, and her daughters are big Swifties. I think they're 8 and 5. And when this song came out, she was so excited. She's like, oh, like Emma's going to lose her mind. And then the next Instagram story was like, so does Taylor have anything with Lucy in it, her younger daughter? Because Lucy's going to lose her mind that she's not part of it. So we get that. And we're like, oh, this is so cute. Like Emma loved it. Like they went to the concert. They saw Eras tour. Like Lucy, the little one, puts on Taylor Swift dance parties. It's just the cutest thing ever. And then when Tortured Poets came out, Lucy gets name checked in Tortured Poets. And I was like, Taylor's always watching, Kelly. Taylor's always watching.
She's like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor, I feel like Sam's a strong, prominent protagonist.
You're in it. You're in one Tortured Poet song.
I am?
Yeah, it's like Sam, Marcus, and Chloe.
What do I do in the song?
I don't think it's good for us being a Sam, but it's fine.
Come on, Taylor.
But it's like the name of the song. That's pretty big.
Oh, Sam and Marcus and...
Chloe. I'm going to get some heat for that. Let me just...
Well, you can... I'm going to be stone cold and just chill out over here because I can't afford the heat right now. It's the summer of Sam. We're entering Warlock Fall. We've left
I'm sorry.
summer.
It's Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. So you're in it. There's no Kate, but that's okay.
I could be in it. They don't know if I'm in it or not because it's either Chloe or Sam or Marcus.
Yeah, but your
or
name.
Bernadette or whatever.
Bernadette, Chloe.
I'm always a name character. I'm Cop Number 2. Each
All
and
right,
every week
let me
we
pull it
roll
up.
the Jillian Petruzziello.
Hi, Jelly.
How are you and your fellow die? We are going to roll for an album. We are going to roll for a song. And you get to see as I roll this die for the first time on this table. And we're going to see where it goes.
Careful.
I'll be gentle.
He's going to send it right off the table.
Easy. Okay, I'm a professional dice roller. I'm practicing for tonight. I'm playing D&D right after this podcast later. Oh, look at that, baby. Didn't even fall down. Left no small impact. We're looking at 11. Speaking of torturing me, we're going to the Poet Society.
You are a poet.
And I knew it. All right. Now, this is the one that we have to call the dentist afterwards because it flies across the table. Nope. Cut that. Cut that out. No one saw that. 3.
Hang on.
This is such a new album that
You
I don't...
screwed this up. I screwed this up. We hit pause.
There's no hitting pause.
There's no pause. This is
There's
live
no
now.
pause.
We've been streaming this.
There's no pause, Kate.
There's no pause.
Your training's over.
You're
This is
done.
Well-
we're in the video state. We're in the video era now.
Have we done this one? Hold on.
How many songs have we done on Tortured Poet
I
Society?
figured it out.
I thought we only did like 1.
No.
No?
2?
Where have I been?
Florida!
Okay, so it's My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
What?
I know. I thought we were going to end up with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, but I got the numbers wrong.
You'll have to save that for another day.
I'll have to do next time. I think My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys will be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Well,
Well,
thanks for watching.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for being a part of our. I don't know if this one's going to make the cut. We'll see what happens. But thanks for being a part of the Swift Talk.
And action. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, here we are. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. The 100,000 streams was huge in our world.
Yeah.
And what a way to celebrate by getting a brand new fancy studio.
Technically, this is, all things considered, whenever this goes up, on video-wise, this is your directorial debut.
No, I think it's Jason's directorial debut. This is produced and directed by Kate's just the talent.
Okay. Okay. It's just the talent. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Hey, I am a day player. I'm happy to be here.
And we're very excited to be here. Thanks again. If you haven't already, like, follow, rate, subscribe, review.
Yeah. Give this video a big old fat thumbs up. Give this audio a nice share. Let us know why Kate's right. Tell us why I'm looking fantastic, but also wrong.
The hair is...
The hair is staying, okay? Yeah, suggest hairstyles for me if you get bored.
not.
Weirdos. You guys are the worst.
Anyway, thanks again for listening. I'm Kate the Swiftie.
And I'm never shaving Sam, not so swiftly.
We'll be back next week.
With a champagne supernova in the sky. Love you too.